A few years ago, Victoria's Secret released this advertisement, and almost immediately, people called the brand out. On Twitter, the hashtag #IamPerfect went viral, with users bashing the brand for presenting a single body type as perfect. An online petition for the company to apologize gained over 30,000 signatures. Victoria's Secret eventually changed their ad, but just the wording. It's no secret that this isn't the only company that has a slim definition of the perfect body. This kind of advertising is emblematic of the media as a whole and has a measurably negative impact on the mental health of young adults. One study done by the Harvard Medical School shows a strong link between viewing fashion magazines and poor body image in girls. Overall, 69% of the girls said that magazine images influenced their idea of the ideal body, and more alarmingly, nearly half of them said that those same pictures made them want to lose weight. Frequent readers of these magazines went on diets nearly 3 times as much as occasional readers, indicating that not only do these images cause unhealthy behavior, more exposure exacerbates the issue. It is important to note that this study controlled for weight and for age. These aren't overweight adults who are feeling self-conscious. These are young girls who, despite being at a healthy weight, are being led to believe that they are fat. In years past, magazines and television have been the main source of negative body image. Now, social media, especially for young adults, is also to blame. According to psychologists, Instagram is one of the most psychologically damaging social media apps, since it is image-based and its likes serve as a rating system. Users spend hours trying to find the perfect selfie, or carefully staging photos to make them look candid. Some of the most popular users are so-called Instagram models, people whose primary job is to create popular content and use their platform to advertise products. Users are exposed to a steady stream of six-pack abs, thigh gaps, and bikini bodies. One study done by Australian researchers found that just half an hour a day of Instagram use can cause a negative fixation on one's body image.
I think social media has affected my body image in the way that, I kind of think twice about everything. Either if it's pictures I'm posting or just in my everyday life, if I do my hair like this, it doesn't look like how people on social media represent themselves.
It kind of makes you feel like you have to look a certain way. Mm-hmm. So you have to be tall and skinny, and you have to have flawless skin and everything like that.
And yet few, if anyone, can actually attain this look. Cindy Crawford, an actress and model, once told her daughter during an interview that even I don't wake up looking like Cindy Crawford. Not only do most models and actors have bodies that few can achieve in a healthy way, their images are further enhanced through digital methods.
It's really easy to manipulate photos today. And if you are working in Photoshop, it can just take a couple of minutes to kind of trim something down or compress something, change something. And it's funny that we still call it Photoshop because you don't even need Photoshop to do those things.
The conversation around body image tends to be female-centric, but this affects men as well. While female models tend to be extremely slim, advertising for men tends to emphasize being large and muscular. A study done by the Boston Children's Hospital showed that boys and girls who read so-called fitness and health magazines, such as Men's Health and Shape, were more likely to use potentially unhealthy methods to achieve their desired physique. While some used protein shakes or exercise to get fit, a considerable portion used growth hormones and steroids to gain muscle mass, a trend that is far more commonplace in men.
Oh, there's an ad, and there's these dudes, and they're buff, and they're ripped, and they're muscular, and that's not me,
After a lifetime of seeing a slim and oftentimes unrealistic variety of body types portrayed in the media, it starts to seem as if this is the norm. This leads to feelings of anxiety about one's body, and the sense that one needs to lose weight or look a certain way in order to be considered attractive. Body image might seem like a first-world problem, or something trivial. However, for some, it's life-threatening.
Is that eating disorders generally, like anorexia nervosa or bulimia nervosa, are actually anxiety disorders. So it's a form of anxiety associated with eating or with one's weight or with one's body image.
Out of all recognized mental illnesses, Eating disorders have the highest mortality rate, with about 5% of individuals with an eating disorder dying from directly related complications. About 3% of women and 1% of men will struggle with some type of disordered eating throughout their lifetime, statistics that are only growing.
You feel that you're overweight or you don't look good because our societal standards, and not even our societal standards, because I don't want to say it's the society, it's the advertising standards for beauty that are causing this. Because if you actually go through and ask people, well, what do they find attractive, or what do they consider the ideal body image, that's actually going to be somewhat different than the ideal images that are broadcast day in and day out in all the advertising that we see in magazines, on the internet, television, at movies, and so on and so forth.
Eating disorders are more prevalent in industrialized cultures, and the media might be the reason why. Traditionally, Fijian culture favors a plump, well-fed body over a thin one, since being thin is seen as worrisome, and being curvy is a sign that one has enough money to eat well. It used to be the case that "you've gained weight" was a compliment, and skinny legs was an insult. But in 1995, this changed. In this year, Western media became widely available to Fijians. Within 3 years, adolescents in Fiji started to develop eating disorders, something that was nearly unheard of before. Teens also reported feeling fat and wanting to lose weight. This study, referred to as the Fiji study, provides solid evidence for the fact that poor body image might be more so the result of advertising in the media than it is of one's cultural values. Some companies are starting to reject the idea that they need to feature stick-thin models to be successful. Aerie, an apparel and lingerie company, has gained popularity due to the fact that it does not retouch its photos, and that its models have imperfections, such as cellulite and stretch marks. For this reason, Aerie is often held up as an anti-Victoria's Secret. In fact, Aerie's popularity has grown rapidly since it stopped retouching its photos in 2014. Body image is the product of several factors. The media is just one of them. And it would be hyperbolic to say that the media causes eating disorders. At the same time, however, it is important for teenagers and the adults responsible for them to be aware of the potentially negative effects of the media.